Welcome back to Travelsome Glastonbury, and to another video from our wonderful friend in America, Jeff. You must have watched films in the past where a guy said, "Hey, where's that place to, Mac?" And you'll say, "Hey, it's about 4 blocks down there." Excuse the accent, it's rubbish. But you know what I mean? Now, if I said to somebody and gave directions in Glastonbury, how far is... So if somebody asked me in Glastonbury how far it was to the tour, and I said, well, you go 2 blocks up there, they'd look at me weird. It just doesn't translate. And Jeff and I were talking, and we realised that we don't really understand what a block is over here, or at least I certainly didn't. So Jeff has put a little video together which tells you exactly how it came about, what it means, and that elusive measurement, because is a block actually a distance? Watch this to find out. Thanks, Jeff. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are growing this channel as best we can. So please do like and subscribe, because that helps us get more people to see our videos, which means we can make more videos and all that other YouTubey stuff that all the YouTubers say to you. But please, please, please do hit the like, hit the subscribe. It costs you nothing and it helps us immensely. Thank you.
I am sitting here in my RV and I am thinking this rainy day about the differences between my town that I live in and Gabriel's. Glastonbury benefits from a history that began thousands of years before Montesano, Washington. You had the Romans, the Vikings, the Saxons, endless wars, shaping the community as a whole. Earlier today, I told Gabriel that I didn't want to venture out in the rain to go shopping, and he asked me how far it was to the market, and I said 4 blocks. And it occurred to us that to reference distance by blocks is something that is genuinely American. In the early days of American expansion westward, you had the railroads offering people that had just came to America land very cheaply in order to boost their business so they could move westward. These early pioneers started out with absolutely nothing. Many of them were granted 360 acres by either the local government or the railroads, and they started out from absolutely nothing. So there was a certain amount of order in how they did things. Things were arranged neatly in squares. The newspaperman Horace Greeley was undoubtedly responsible for a lot of the Western expansion. He wrote a series of newspaper articles telling people to move west, and it all culminated with a particular article he wrote where he said, "Go west, young man, and grow with the country." He called it Manifest Destiny. Because American towns were set up without benefit of prehistory times, like in the United Kingdom, there was no Roman times, there was no medieval times. They pretty much started out with a clean slate. When they set up towns like Washington, D.C., they were set up in very neat squares. And these individual squares between the streets were known as blocks, which is why here in America, when someone asks you how far it is to somewhere, you say blocks. Like this morning when Gabriel asked me how far it was to the market, I said 4 blocks. In comparison to a map of Glastonbury, it would be very difficult to judge distances in blocks. Google defines a block in America as an average of 311 feet. And as you can see, from where I am, the blue dot, to Pick Right Thriftway is 4 blocks. It's 1 block up to Wynoochee and 3 blocks over on Wynoochee to the Thriftway store. Yes, I will go out in the rain for this stuff to make turkey enchiladas. Welcome home. Welcome to Montesano.